This is Chester Moore, Executive Editor of Texas Fish and Game Magazine at the 2013 ICAST show in Las Vegas. My buddy Robert with Livingston Lures, and we're going to go trolling for 25-pound bass in California. Not really. This is basically to show what makes Livingston Lures sort of tick.
Yes, yes, and we actually decided to make 5-to-1 expansions of each of our models to actually highlight the technology inside. A lot of the buzz during the show was, sound technology. This is what calls the fish to the actual lure, and we mimic that by recording the actual sounds of bait fish in distress and putting it in our chip. And we have a new Pro Series coming out now that will be available in stores for fishing season 2014 that will have this technology embedded in it, and you'll be able to actually shuffle through sounds.
You know what's interesting about this whole concept is you're learning more and more about the sounds that fish make, the sounds underwater, bait fish in distress, things like that. And you're the first guy in a long time that's tapping into this in a real scientific way. And you think about a lure that makes a sound of rattling type bait and those things will work. But these are some sounds maybe that bass and other fish have never heard in this way.
Yes, and we feel that is the actual advantage of our baits, is that especially in heavily fished Elite Series lakes where the common rattle and beads are very prominent as far as what they use to attract fish. And we feel as a company that actually the fish know that, hey, I'm going to get hooked if I strike that.
Sure.
But with our bait, it sounds so much like actual marine life bait fish that they instinctively just strike it because they feel it's an easy meal.
Now, one of the pros yesterday, it might have been Randy Howell, was talking about maybe using the top water and letting it sit.
Yes.
And just in the sit, you'll get a strike on a sit on a chugger.
Yes.
But on a walking plug, you pretty much got to keep it moving.
Yes.
Letting it actually sit and then getting the strike right there because of the sound being produced.
Yes, and we're actually very happy about that because they actually are starting to use the bait the way we intended to have pros use it, which is in the actual rest position. As a matter of fact, Stetson Blaylock was using one of our divers, and after working it, he actually went to his boat. He's holding his rod. He went to his boat and to do some things, and when he wasn't working is when he got a strike. And,
That's amazing.
And Randy as well. He actually pauses between walking and letting it sit there and make that injured bait sound and causes a reactionary strike.
Well, I've got a place I fish now. It's a private pond, heavily pressured, some nice bass there, and they'll follow my top water a lot, but rarely strike at the big ones.
Yeah.
The 6-pound and up fish. So I'm thinking about getting one of these on now.
Absolutely.
Boom, boom, boom. Let it sit, see what happens.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea because this is a sound that fish aren't used to.
Yep.
Especially on that surface baits, and we'll actually it will get you some good results.
We're excited about this. Where can people get more information?
Well, of course, our website, livingstonlures.com, is always a good place to start. And if you look on our site, you'll see the dealers that actually carry our bait, so they can go in the store and actually touch and feel.
Awesome, man.
Bait,
Well, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
I'm going to take this and rig it up with some of my hooks, and we're going to go troll this on Lake Fork and see what happens. Just kidding.